What does that say?
It says dead.
DED, dead baby.
Let's go to work. Grifter, hitter, hacker, thief. You're all trying to solve your version of the crime instead of just trying to solve the crime. There's a reason we work together.
Yeah. Was.
We need access to that restoration room. We need somebody on the inside.
Well, we can't run a con. They know our faces.
What about Maggie?
Exactly. I mean, most of the museum people aren't going to recognize us, but Maggie works down
No. What about Maggie? She's inside.
You just
Well,
said
when
that
you-
and she
yeah,
answered
but-
your
I don't
question.
know
No,
if that's
no,
exactly-
I get it. I
It has
just
to be
It'll work.
handled
Listen,
in a very
listen, I
delicate
get
way,
what you're
actually.
saying.
You
Listen,
can't-
just listen for a minute. Okay, look. Have Elliot call Maggie as Dr. Sinclair. We don't have to play her.
What?
Just feel her out.
Crazy.
Have Elliot feel out my wife.
Out.
Nate. Ex-wife.
You always have a plan B, right? So fine. Without Maggie, what's your plan B?
This tutorial is about syncing footage from multiple cameras. So I'm being filmed with 3 cameras simultaneously right now. I also have my trusty sidekick, my cat Ginger. She just happened to walk into the frame, but I figured, what the hey? She's not going to move much because she's fat and lazy, and so there's not going to be much of a continuity problem with her there. So what I have set up, right now I'm talking to the right of both cameras. My main camera, which is mic'd, I'm looking at right now, and it's the long shot. I have a secondary camera, which is just on-camera audio, which I'm looking at right now, and I don't need to shoot as good of audio with this camera because as long as I can hear what's happening, I can match up the waveforms from this camera to the good audio on the camera over there, and that will act as a the waveforms will act in a way so I can sync them, which I'll show you. And after that, I can just get rid of the audio from this one and only have the good audio from the camera that's on the long shot instead of the close-up. I'm also filming with a GoPro here for a third angle, just to show you some techniques with multi-camera editing. So I'm looking forward to getting into this lesson. Just a reminder too, just so you're not breaking the 180 rule. If you either want to talk to this side or the one side of both cameras or the other side of both cameras. Now I'm not talking to this side of both cameras because I think one thing that students really find after graduation is that sense of isolation that I spoke about. And I say that from the perspective of, someone who teaches full-time at university. So I have that ready-made or that given support community, or a community that I can go to every day and be involved with ideas that I'm interested in and speak to like-minded people with similar interests. When you graduate and that given environment suddenly disappears, I hear this time and time again from students that, who have graduated and they're looking for shows. How do I make that happen? How do I get back involved? How do I create a community? You don't necessarily have to create the community, it's already there. You
to make the effort to go out and be part of it. So in terms of teaching and as an educator, it's critically important to convey to students that involvement with the community is something that they have to take the initiative for, because people aren't going to come looking for them. They're going to have to find that for themselves. I truly think if they're going to survive in the climate of the art scene right now, which is so competitive. So it's a little bit like being entrepreneurial in a way.